Hello, I'm Philippa from Appletree Tutoring, and I wanted to speak to you today about my reading list. I'm recording this on the second Tuesday of the 6 that us poor teachers have off school over the summer holidays. And as somebody who has routine 36 weeks of the year, all day as a teacher, all night as a tutor, once the big sleep has happened for the first sort of week to 10 days of the summer holidays, I think other teachers will be able to relate to this idea of just how itchy our feet get and how us teachers don't really know what we're doing when suddenly this structure is taken away from us. Now, those of you who follow me on the blog will know that I'm trying to make a bit more of my reading. I'm trying to hold myself a little bit more accountable to the reading that I'm doing for fun, not just for school. And today I've been looking at a way to give myself that structure that I've been missing with all this free time, as well as giving my reading a focus. Now, I read a lot of teenage fiction, which, I like to tell people, obviously, is best because I work with teenagers, so obviously I need to read what they're reading to be down with the kids. But the truth is I just love it. It's absolutely my safety net. And I'm not entirely sure when it happened, but at some point since I stopped being a teenager, teenage fiction rebranded itself as young adult fiction and got cooler really than it used to be, and it was something that a lot of adults, not so young, medium aged adults would read as well, and they can have incredible stories, incredible plots, and some really great characters, and they can also have some incredibly two-dimensional characters and some absolutely atrocious writing. But even the best young adult novels don't have particularly sophisticated ideas. They don't have particularly sophisticated vocabulary and plot devices and structure. And why would they? That's not the target audience. You need an element of maturity, of further education for you to be able to appreciate books that are past that. Now, obviously, that doesn't necessarily mean that suddenly you turn 20 and you should switch out of that genre. I recently finished working with a group of 13, 14-year-olds in what we call in the UK Year 9, and some of them were still very happy with this teenage fiction. Whereas some of them were diving into books that, there's a couple of students fighting over Catcher in the Rye, which was the first book I read at university. So, obviously it's not as clear cut as that. Anyway, back to the point. The point is that recently I have been reading The Waiting Room, which is I have it on my Kindle, and it's written by a fellow English teacher. I'm drawn to books written by English teachers because I, aspire to be them one day. A writer, that is, not a teacher. I'm pretty sure I'm already one of those. But I'm struggling with it, and it's not because it's badly written, not at all. It's outside of my comfort zone. It's quite emotional, and it's asking me lots of questions, and it's making me think about the way that I look at the world, and on a much deeper level than things that I've been reading recently. And it just really brought to my attention that I really need to step it up. And I think it's not only for my benefit, obviously, the more you read, the more you know, but the more informed I am, the more informed my students can be. Now, back to this idea of me needing a structure, me needing a focus. If I just move my screen across like this so I can see my list. I stumbled across a list that somebody called the College Board I don't know who they are, but thank you very much for putting together a list. It's 101 great books recommended for college-bound readers. Now, I've been to college, I've been to university, I have done my postgraduate, but still, it seems like a good list, still valid for my teaching secondary school. And as I worked my way down this list, I realised that I have read a staggeringly small amount of the list. So I wanted to make this recording, 1, to set myself the challenge, and 2, to embarrass myself enough to motivate me to keep going. So I'm just going to quickly flick through this 101 books, and I'm not going to read them all out, but I'm just going to tell you the ones that I've read. Now, first one we get to, as I find myself asking, surely I must have read Pride and Prejudice. I must have done, but I honestly don't think that I have. Jane Eyre, I definitely remember reading that at university. Wuthering Heights, I remember doing a book report on it in year 9, year 10, so that's got to be 12 years ago. Other than the fact that there's a lot of Catherines in it, I really can't remember much past that, so that definitely needs to be reread. Down a bit further, Canterbury Tales. Well, I've read one. Does that count? I suppose not. Let's go down. Dante's Inferno. No, I did do a presentation on that at university, but I only had very specific chapters, so I haven't read the whole of that, basically. No. Oh dear, it's getting worse. No. Right, Great Gatsby, I did read last year, but I need to reread because I'm teaching it again. From September. Nope. Lord of the Flies, check, definitely did that. Tess the D'Urbervilles, another book that I did a presentation on at university, but don't really remember anything about that. Clearly I wasn't really awake. Scarlet Letter, no. Catch-22, no. Iliad and Odyssey, no. I remember... I definitely skipped those lectures at university. Well, that's nothing to be proud of, is it? So I definitely need to read those as punishment to myself. Hunchback, no. Brave New World, yes. Thank goodness. Turn of the Screw, no. A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. Now, a friend of mine recently got married, and as her wedding favours, she gave everybody used books. And mine was with a special celebrating this wedding, a little name plaque thing in the middle. It's really, really cute. Anyway, she gave me A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man because she decided I needed more Joyce in my life, which is great. Metamorphosis, yes. To Kill a Mockingbird, yes, but no, I don't think that I ever finished it. No, I never actually read it all the way to the end. Well, that's not very good, is it? No. Animal Farm, yes. Bell Jar, yes. That I did in my absolutely fabulous Fiction, Truth and Politics module at university. Well, I've read some Poe. I don't know which selected tales it's referring to. No. Catcher in the Rye, yes. I've never read Hamlet or Macbeth. Seen them, but not read them. Midsummer Night's Dream, yes. Romeo and Juliet, yes. Pygmalion, no. Frankenstein, I've read the play, but not the novel, so that doesn't count. No. Grapes of Wrath, no. Treasure Island, I think my dad started reading that to me when I was a child. But no, no. I think I've seen the Muppet version, but obviously that's not the same thing. Gulliver's Travels, no. Huckleberry Finn, yeah, but I can't really remember much about it, so that definitely needs doing again. So, no. Picture Drop, no. Okay, classical, cultural and historical texts. Arabian Nights, yes. No. Bible bits, but not all. Aesop's Fables, yes. Andersen's Fairy Tales, yes. I'm surprised that the Epic of Gilgamesh doesn't come on here because I have read that. Well, having said that, I read it in the first year when it was much shorter than it was in the third year when it came up on the syllabus again, because they keep discovering extra bits of it. That's an interesting conversation for another time. No. Well, in short, I've got a lot of work to do. In terms of setting myself a timeline, I really don't think I need to worry too much about that. I just need to get it done. Obviously, I'm not college bound, so I don't have that that time frame to worry about. But this is the list that I'm going to be working through. I want to use these podcasts, these recordings, to talk my way through how I'm finding things, what I'm finding out, things that I particularly recommend, just to mix things up a little bit, make things a little bit different, rather than just more blogging. But you will be able to keep up with how I'm doing my Sunday snippets over at the blog, and I'm hoping to have these podcasts out at least once a month, if not twice a month, with an update of my progress. And I will do myself a fancy little list, and hopefully you will follow along, and maybe some of you will be able to join in as well. Well, thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and your week and your year. I will speak to you again very soon. Take care.